just before I'll enter this circle, I just want you to remember this moment when we don't know each other, we haven't seen each other. Maybe we saw each other once yesterday, but it was just for a very short period of time. So this is this moment of absolute unknown, moment of creation. And we're starting. When I decided to have a talk on inspiration, I decided to be absolutely true to the topic and wait for the inspiration to come. And then, when inspiration is there, I would just slide it down, I would break it down, I will see where it's coming, how it's coming, why it's coming, to whom it's coming. So I decided to wait for the moment to come and to start writing my speech. So amazing, right? Great idea. Months has passed. 1 month has passed. Nothing was happening. 3 weeks, still nothing was happening, but I decided I knew that inspiration will take time to come. 2 weeks, nothing. 1 week, slightly disturbing. I was quite nervous. I'm like, no, I have to be true to my experiment, to the test. And I didn't touch a pen. I was waiting. 5 days, 3 days, 2 days. Nothing was there. One day, I'm like, maybe at night I will get this strange inspiration, epiphany, and will write. I knew that it will happen. I mean, how else it cannot happen? Nothing. I'm sitting on a plane, zero. Zero in my mind, zero in my head, nothing was happening. And then I just realized that I guess I have to skip the idea of waiting for inspiration, to ditch the idea of experiment, and just to write at least something. Not to fail speech, or to fail, but not that much. So I'm sitting on the plane, I took the pen and I start writing. Not even a pen, a pencil. Pay attention why it's pencil. So imagine, I'm sitting, writing notes, making the notes, and I'm feeling so proud. Here I am, sitting on the plane, so fancy, making the notes, while everyone is on their phones. Sending messages, checking their Facebook, and I am writing. Creative person. I felt really proud. And I'm continuing writing. Neighbor next to me looks at me, nods his head, and I know that he really appreciates that I'm a creative person. Paneer roll passing by on a tray with the air hostess. I don't pay attention to that, and I'm continuing writing. And I decided not to disturb my show-offy writer inside me, and let him enjoy the moment of this show-off, while the second writer, the hardworking one, was just writing. So as you can see, I have two strange writers in me. One, show-offy, which always sits next to the window, sipping espresso, thinking about creative things, and just write. And another one, normal one, who just writes. And somehow, I'm trying not to judge the first one, the show-offy one, because as far as he's writing, do whatever you want. Just write. So, also, what I recently understood, that writing, unfortunately, or any kind of creation, is not as romantic as it seems. Every time when I'm thinking about creative field, I'm imagining these crazy people who are wearing whatever they want to wear, going wherever they want to go, and just thinking. No, it just doesn't work like that. Every time when I'm sitting in front of my laptop and, let's say, start writing script, whether it's first draft, second draft, last draft, no matter what it is, I'm actually feeling nausea. I'm feeling this strange, nauseating feeling of starting doing something, or continuing doing something, or even finishing. It's a almost physical nausea. I hope it's nothing to do with my health. But I'm trying to force myself to create something that wasn't there before. It's strange, it's tricky, it's hard. And somehow, first stage for me is always the same. I'm doubting myself, I'm doubting other people's, I'm doubting my own skills, and I'm doubting even the purpose. Why am I doing? Am I a good writer? Am I a good filmmaker? Am I a good director? Should I do it? Every time when I'm stepping on the set, I'm getting the same thoughts. And recently I understood that no matter how much films you have made, no matter how much businesses you've done, no matter how much startups you have created, the process will be always the same. Whether it's your first film or the last film, whether it's your first speech or 55th speech, you'll be always doubting everything around you. And with experience, with time, only one realization will come. Realization that it always will be doubtable, always will be difficult, always will be surrounded with self-doubt. Nothing will change much. So every time I need to almost force myself, almost like physically force myself to feel inspired or to feel inspiration. It's like, jumping from the cliff. When you're just looking at the water and you know that no one will push you, hopefully, you need to jump yourself. There won't be inspiration when you will jump and you will enjoy jumping. No. To be in the water, you need to push yourself there and to start without any inspiration, without any ideas. Just take your pen, start writing, or just enter the hall and start the speech, despite of the fear, despite of any judgments that you're surrounding yourself with. So, the moment of actual inspiration usually come only for 5 to 10%, not more than that. However, this 5 to 10% is extremely important. So, with time, slowly, I kind of came up with different ideas how to try inspire myself. So the first idea of mine is ritual, like how I entered this space. It was a ritual. I'm trying to create something from nothing. So it's this moment of holy creation, because before that, nothing was there. And by writing the script, by directing the film, by coming up with the idea of startup, I am touching this holy birth, sacred birth, because I'm creating something from nowhere. So I'm kind of playing role of a creator, if you wish, of a god. So every time, for example, when I'm working with my students, we're doing certain rituals to start our lecture. For example, they're standing up, doing some strange actions with their hands, depends on the group that I'm having. And each and every class starts like that. Why? Because outside world, the world behind these doors, is a human world. Right now, here and now, all of us who have very unique experience of each other. All our problems, all our issues, family, friends, doubts, all that is there behind the doors. Right now, this is unique. And this unique connection, we need to recreate with the rituals. That's why also, for example, when you're entering temple or church, there are certain rituals that you need to do. Either touch the temple, or put, if you're a woman, put the scarf on your head, or greet your audience. It's a ritual which tells you that human world is behind and we're creating something new. Now the second one, after the ritual, usually I'm doing the uncomfortable zones, or the another method of pushing your creativity or attracting your inspiration. What is uncomfortable zones? It's certain unknown zone where your brain is alert all the time. All 5 senses of yours are awakened. For example, when you're going back home and you know exactly the path, you can even close your eyes and you will walk back home. But if it's unknown zone at night, you will be hearing all the sounds. You'll be listening to all the talks which were there behind you. Maybe it's a dangerous person. Maybe you can be in danger. Maybe you will just fall down because there is a hole. You're becoming aware. So unknown zones is extremely important for any creativity. That's why it's so important, for example, to travel. I don't know, to listen to a foreigner songs and writing down the ideas that comes to your head, or writing down the associations. Another exercise which usually we're practicing in our crew and among our students is, let's say, to write down 10 words, filler words that you're using all the time. Hey, what's up, bro, man, are. You're writing them down, 10 words which you're using the most. You're creating the timeline that for the next 1 week, I will not use even one single word. What does it do to you? Your brain becomes alert all the time. You're becoming conscious what you're saying, how you're saying, should you avoid it or not. And if you are saying the word after you deal with yourself, you can, let's say, create the punishment for yourself. Let's say physical exercise, push up, I don't know. So another one, next method of creativity or to trigger inspiration is diary. One of my favorite writers, Akunin, in one of his books, he has created a character who was following samurai's codex of keeping notebook. He called it Path of Diary, which belongs to one of the Japanese diary literature. So the instructions are following. You have to separate your diary into 3 parts. Let's call it tree, water, mist. In the tree part, you are writing any new information which comes to you. Let's say you're opening Wikipedia and you got to know something new about Second World War. I don't know, you're writing Second World War started at 1939. Then water. Water is usual diary. You're just describing your day. And mist. Mist should be a quote, beautiful quote written by you, describing anything what you're feeling. But quote should be so beautiful that the king should be able to put it in his room, in the room where he's taking the most important decisions for his country. So it should be poetic, maybe. But the rule is that you have to write this diary every day, no matter what. Even if you're coming back drunk at night, sometimes it happens, or if you're on the ship and let's say your ship suffers shipwreck and everyone died around you. Literally, everyone died. You're the only person who survived, and how you survived, you're just holding that wooden, piece of wood. You are floating on the water, and you remember that today you haven't written your diary. So you're like, I have to write my diary. Taking diary, not even taking diary, taking your finger, and on with the water, you write water, tree. Apparently, a dead body lying on the bottom of the sea come to the surface again within 5 hours. Information, new information you got to know about today. Mind. Second one. Which one is the second one? Water. You're writing. I am writing my water on the water. I'm floating, holding the piece of wood. Most probably I will die soon, but doesn't matter. I'm writing my diary. Or I hate this diary. Mist. Mist is a tricky one. What kind of inspiration can be there in the water? You're thinking for a while, finger, water. The floating bodies, like a shoal of dolphins, touching me with their fins and inviting me to join them. Can be, can be. And you're good. Whether you will die or you will be safe doesn't matter. The idea of samurai's path of the diary, no matter what, you have to write. No excuses. So these exercises gives you information, new information every day. Gives you awareness of what you're doing, how you're spending your day. And third, just beautifies your thinking or delivery of the information. According to samurais, this exercise can change your life. We tested, it can change the life. Now, fourth method of pushing the creativity or inviting inspiration, physical exercises. Very simple. In healthy body, healthy spirit. Yeah, all of us, we know it. Running, long walks. You are stuck with any kind of assignment, with any kind of problem, just go on a walk alone. 1, 2, 3, 5 hours. Walk, don't think about anything. Somehow, maybe epiphany, the solution to the idea or, I don't know, to the project will come. Fifth, simple diary. Again, if you're not able to write our Japanese diary, samurai's one, just simple diary. Why? Again, just to keep track what's happening in your life so that you will be able to just compare, to judge, maybe to make it better next time. Books. Here's everything very simple. As William Faulkner said, read, read, read. That's it. This is the only thing which can make you different in 21st century. Most of us, we're on our iPhones, phones, on social media, and books, they're slightly getting pushed away. Just think for a while. Why? Each and every big invention, first thing that they will do, they were not burning cities or killing people first. Maybe there were some of them. But first thing that they were doing, they were burning what? Books, libraries. Why? Because there is some sacred knowledge which gives you power of just independence. Thinking by yourself, using your own thoughts, your own creativity. And it's quite tricky to rule this kind of mind. So we always need to choose whether we are part of the herd or we are those strange outcasts, but who can change the world. Long pause, awkward. Has she forgotten something to say? Or what's exactly happening? So brain starts looking for different questions. Why? Because it's our third point, yeah, uncomfortable zone. We are feeling uncomfortable right now because this is something slightly out of the usual rules. That's why brain becomes hotter and starts thinking much faster. And this is what we need to recreate almost for each and every day of our life. Our muse is like a child. I think so. It needs attention, it needs discipline. And when it's crucial, when you have really crucial situation, when you need to write, when you need to come up with new ideas, sometimes you need to be very stern. You have to hunt her, running maybe in the fields, on the streets, then lock her, your inner muse, in the room, get the guard at the door, and wait till she will finish her work, when she will come up with the idea and will give you inspiration. Yes, she will be crying, she will be a crybaby, but you need to be strict. No means no. Put your muse there and wait. No inspiration, no inspiration, no inspiration. You wait at the door. And then she will produce something that you needed. But as I said, you need to be very strict. She's very smart, she's extremely beautiful, she's cruel. She will be charming, distracting, at the same time seducing. But you should control yourself. She will push you to check your messenger. Oh, she loves it. Or your WhatsApp messages. Or suddenly you will get the idea that now I have to call my mother. So 2 weeks ago you were not calling, 1 week ago you were not calling, but right now when you have the most important assignment, suddenly you want to call your mother. Amazing child. No, it's a distraction. Finish it, then call. Because even if you will distract it for 2 minutes, that's it. She will bribe the guard and she will escape. And then again you will have to hunt her for days and days running around. Very difficult. Sometimes maybe it won't even happen. So, and with time, it becomes more and more difficult to pay attention, just to be together, like just, with your thoughts. Someone told me once that silence was created by God so that we can hear our own thoughts. And noises were created by demons so that we will not hear whispers of the God. And we, as creatures of 21st century, we can relate to it because we have so much information. We became a code. We're not more a human being, we're a code. We have pictures on social medias, we are there most of the time, we're reading so much new information, we're enjoying it. But at the same time also we're realizing it's like fast food. Entertaining, tasty, looking good, but just extra calories. Because actually it doesn't give you much. And there might be a reason why children of creators of most of the tasty sins of our social sins like Facebook, etc., their kids, they're going to schools in Silicon Valley where computers and mobile phones are not allowed. Maybe they know something more that we know. Maybe we can give a thought to that. However, I remember when I wrote that sentence about Silicon Valley, I decided just for a second that I just check my message. I just want to see what my friend messaged me. And then I returned back and I was already reaching the venue. So, but I got to know that my friend from the 8th grade has done a new haircut to her dog. Amazing, important, needed, what an information, especially for this speech. On the other hand, I am using this in this speech. Also, another extremely important moment for me to be inspired is just to break monotony, to break this usual life, the schedule, the structure, just to break it. Maybe do some absolutely crazy, strange, unusual things. When was the last time when you done like really unusual thing or uncomfortable, or you put yourself in an uncomfortable zone? When was that moment when you're feeling butterflies in your stomach? If it was more than months and months ago, we need to think how to get it back. Because sometimes we're going into too much thinking, deciding, judging what's good, what's bad. Maybe sometimes it's not that important. I believe in passion. And passion is the basis of creation. Life creation, love creation, creativity creation, any kind of creation. Finding the moments when you can lose the control, and maybe time to time, not every day, but this is the time when you actually live. And we need to find those situations more, something that can inspire us, one that create butterflies in the stomach, and not to allow your magic and your unique view at life just to disappear. Otherwise, what are we left with? That's why they say that the hero's journey or the hero's way of life is always adventurous. So all of us are creators. New projects, life, ideas, teaching methods, just our life methods. And we shouldn't kill the creator within us. We need to find this strange spark inside our lives. Because when we are burning from within, everyone is getting attracted to us. How we can burn from within? With exploration, with a strange childishness inside us. When you as a child, you're just excited to explore everything. Oh, this is the chair. What exactly the color of this chair? How does it build? The way how you're, for example, sitting right now, it's so unique and it's absolutely different from another person. And just by looking at you, by noticing your ring, the color of your shoes, I am creating very unique connection with you just because I just paid attention to the details. And yes, we can kill creator in us. Nothing will change much. Everything will become just boring. That's it. It's important to think different, to act different, and to be different. And not just different, like my show-offy writer. No, just to be yourself when you are happy. For example, I believe in magic. And I have a magical creature. His name is Aveo. Since I was 12, it appeared just around me. And even now, it's on my left shoulder, here. And it always used to help me with my, at the school, with my exams, at the university, even here. It kind of like a combination of cat and mongoose at the same time with a very long tail. And it has unique color, invisible color, actual color. And, it's a kind of like charismatic bastard, has very strange, moody nature, but really helpful. And sometimes also he helps me to hunt my muses. He loves the hunt. And everyone in this room has this creature on the left shoulder. Just look at your left shoulder. Actually look, just once, just give a look. Give a look, greet it. And everyone has a very unique creature. It can be an animal, it can be just object, it can be a combination of both object and animal. Everyone has it. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But Aveo knows. So by the way, that speech that I was writing on the plane, somehow I finished it and I finally written it because Muse came only for a couple of seconds, but it came. Maybe only because I trapped her up in the air and there was no place to go. Maybe we can't change the world, but maybe we can inspire the world and inspire ourselves. Correct? He nods his head. Correct. He agrees. Thank you so much.